Hey guys, it's Gabe from the Cube Brothers. And now, you've been probably wondering this your whole life. The seemingly impossible answer to seemingly unsolvable question. How do you solve a Rubik's Cube? Specifically this 3x3 Rubik's Cube, which I've just scrambled. Yeah, it's pretty easy to solve once you really get the hang of it, because there's a few steps and just a bit of like, if this happens, do this, but if this happens, do this. Very easy to memorize if you just watch this video probably 3 times while solving the cube yourself. You'll get the hang of it. I did, Seamus did, everyone did. So, yeah, here we go. The first step in solving the Rubik's Cube is to find a centerpiece. By centerpiece, I mean one of these. The blue, there's the white, there's the red, the green. These ones in the middle, because no matter how many times you move the cube around, these centerpieces will always be in the exact same spot. Now, personally, I chose green as my main centerpiece, but you can choose any one you want. It's a lot easier that way if you choose one and stick with it for the rest of your life. But I learned green. Some people use white, but I don't care. I'm using green. So what you want to do is you first want to solve this cross right here, because these pieces will correspond with the centerpieces. Like if you find this green and white, you want to connect the green up here and the white up here. So we'll want to put this green and white piece right here instead. So what you want to do this is, let's use this green and white piece. We want to move this so that the white part of the green and white are touching, and then you just flip it up. So you have this green that goes to the white. That's lined up. Green and orange is another one. Let's turn it so we have green and orange connecting. Flip it up. So we have green to orange and orange to green to white. Here's one, green and red. Spin it. Now look here, we messed up the green and white pattern. No big deal. Just flip it back up. We still have this green and red piece right here. So connect it. Again, we have green to white, green to red, and green to orange. Now the last one is green to orange, if I believe so. Oh, nope, we had them all. We just had to fix this one. So now, you want to solve the corners. These corners up here, so that they connect. So that this corner has green on top, red on the side, and white on the side. So, here's a corner right here. Keep green on top, keep your green on top, and find a corner that has green facing you on the bottom layer, like this one. And green, red, and yellow. Now you want to put the red and yellow, because it has red and yellow, you want to put it between these two centerpieces, which are already there. So you want to flip it away, bring this one down from on top, slide it in, and then flip it back up. So now you have these pieces are in the right spot. Here's another one. Green, white, and orange. So let's take this green, find white and orange right here, put it in, white and orange, and turn it away. Bring this one down, bring it back, flip it up. So these are right. This one right here, red and white, right here, flip it down, bring it up, done. And this last one right here, yellow and orange, we bring it over here, it's between them, pull it back, put this down, bring it up, and there. You have solved the first layer of the Rubik's Cube. So now you want to solve the second layer. This one can be either one of the easiest or one of the hardest. So, try to stay with me. You want to replace these pieces right here with the correct pieces. So this spot right here needs to be orange and yellow, so it lines up. So what you need to do is find a piece on the bottom layer that's one of these four that does not have blue on it. So this one is the only one that does not have blue on it. Don't panic, because this can be fixed later. Yellow and red, right here. Yellow and red. Line it up with the yellow spot. So you've got the yellow all the way down into the red. Now, red is on this side. So take the red, and move it away from that red side. So it's moved away. And now what you want to do is you want to pull down the side that you turned it away from. Pull this piece in so you've lined it back up. And then just pull this side up. Now you're probably thinking, oh Gabe, but now I've just messed up the entire first layer and I have to start all over and do the corner. Well, no. You don't. Because you literally have this piece right here that you can just do this with. You can just move it away, pull it down, bring it back in, and pull it up. And now you have that red and yellow in the right spot. Simple enough for you? Alright, so let's find another one, shall we? Here's one. Orange and yellow. So line it up with the orange. Yellow is on this side, so you move it away from the yellow. Pull this side down, the side you moved it away from. Pull it back in, pull it up. You've got your green piece right here. Pull it away. Pull this side down. Pull this one in. And pull this one up. So you've preserved your top. You've got your second layer, and you've got the yellow and red. Yellow and red is right. And you've got your yellow and orange now. Right here. Good job. Now, here's one. White and orange. White and orange. Line it up with the white. Orange is on the bottom. Orange is over here. Move it away from the orange. Pull this side down. Pull this part back in, so it's lined back up. Pull this side up again. Pull this side right here. Pull it away. Pull it down. Pull it up. And bring it back up. So you've preserved your top. You got your second layer. You got your yellow and red. You got your yellow and orange. And you've got your orange and white. Right here. Now, here comes the hard part. Oh, no, never mind. Sometimes, you'll get something where all the pieces on the bottom have blue on them. It's not that bad. Because all you have to do is just repeat that step. You bring the green piece down, you pull it in, and you'll eventually be able to take the right piece out of where it needs to be, and replace one of these blue pieces with an actual piece you can use. But that didn't happen this time, so we have the red and white. Move it over. White right here. White is right here, so move it away. Down. Back in. Up. Take your green piece. Away. Down. Back in. And up. And if I went too quick for you, this is YouTube. You can pause the video. Anyway, now you have your entire second layer solved. Good job. Now it's time to move on to the third layer, which can be one of the most complicated. So, get ready to press pause. The third layer, my favorite. Anyway, what you want to do here is, first you want to solve, just like the top layer, you want to solve the cross. Now, sometimes, when you finish the second layer, you'll end up with either this kind of orientation, with this little L shape. You'll end up with just a regular blue dot in the middle. You'll end up with a line of blue, or you'll end up with the entire cross already in as blue. Now, if you end up with the entire cross, that doesn't mean you've already solved it, because these pieces have to be lined up too, like this. Now I'm going to show you how to finish it. Now, it doesn't matter whether you've gotten the blue dot. If you have just the blue dot, what you want to do is you want to take any side and repeat this algorithm. You want to turn the front like this, so the green is over here. You want to flip up this side, turn this piece away, pull this one down, pull this one back, and then turn it back down. So you've got your green, you've got your other layers. And now, you did that with a dot, and then you'll most likely either end up with the L or this line. Now, with the L, I just did that. You do the same algorithm. With the line, you want the line to be horizontal. And then repeat the same algorithm. Turn it, bring it up, turn it this way, bring it down, bring it back in, and then put it down. So now you have the cross. Now, just because you have the cross doesn't mean it's complete, because these pieces don't line up. You want to keep spinning it until you find that two sides do line up. Sometimes they won't, but most of the time they will. If they don't, you just want to do this. Make sure one of the incorrect sides is on the right. Do what I'm about to do. For those of you who do have two correct sides, take the two incorrect sides and they should be opposites. And you want to hold one of the incorrect sides on the right and one of the incorrect sides facing you. And then you want to perform this algorithm. We'll flip up, turn the top to the left 2 times, pull this one down, pull this one back, pull this one up, pull this one back, and then pull it down. And now if you just turn it once to the right, you should have all your sides lined up, all your cross pieces at least. So now it's time for your corners. Now, my corners right here, I have 2 corners lined up perfectly because I have 1 corner placed in perfectly. It's orientated perfectly, but these ones are not placed correctly. The difference between orientated and placed correctly is that placed correctly means all you would have to do is kind of just turn it a bit. Orientated correctly is like this one, where it fits in perfectly, like you've solved that side. Now, most of the time, you'll end up with at least 2 or 3 of these wrong, not placed correctly. What you want to do is you want to hold them both on the side, 2 wrong ones on the side, on the right side, and perform this. There you go. Now, sometimes you might not get this on the first try, and for me, I actually messed up one of my sides, but all you have to do is just keep doing that. And eventually, see, we got one placed incorrectly. Now, if you have one placed incorrectly, you want to keep that one in the bottom right. So facing you on the right side, and then just do the algorithm again. You got that one right. This one isn't placed correctly. Now there's this one, or this one. Now I'm getting extremely unlucky, but all you have to do is just keep doing this algorithm. Sometimes your cube will be there. See, this one is placed correctly because it's red, blue, and white. Red, blue, and white. This one's put in perfectly. So is this one and this one. Now, this is probably the hardest part. You want to take, you want to make sure you have one of your pieces that's not orientated correctly on the right. And you want to perform this algorithm. Now, this is the longest and probably most complicated algorithm of all of them. So, try to stay with me. You flip the right side up. You turn it to the left twice. You bring the right side down. You bring the top in right. You bring this side up, and you bring this side down. You're probably thinking, oh, Gabe, what the heck, Gabe? Now all my pieces are wrong, and I'm going to say to you, no, you're not done. You just need to repeat that same algorithm, mirrored, on the left side, like I'm doing right now. And there you go. Now, normally if you do it enough, you'll get 2 properly placed pieces, but not orientated correctly on the right side. Now this is the final step. Just repeat that algorithm with those two wrong pieces on the right. Do it on the left. And there. And congratulations! You just solved the Rubik's Cube. What you've wanted to do your whole life, right? Right? Please tell me you wanted to do this your whole life, or else I just wasted like so much time making this video. Anyway, now that you've watched this video, and you know how to solve it, watch it a few more times, and solve the cube with me, simultaneously. And eventually, if you do that enough, you will get this cube perfect. You'll memorize it. I can solve this cube in around 2.5 minutes from memory. Seamus, he can solve it in under a minute. Pretty crazy. And all that's just because he watched a tutorial like this a few times and memorized it. And just practice. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Something you want to do your whole life. I know I have. Anyway, that's about it. I'll see y'all later. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Flip the cube.